Hey, I'm Nate Sexton, and I'm going to give you a quick in the bag. This is my brand new Pound Octothorpe, the brand new redesign in a signature color. So you got your little Nate Sexton patch on the side. This one just got redesigned by the guys at Pound, so it's got some cool new features that I really like. Start at the top with the putters. This is one of my Tour Series discs, the Sexton Nexus Firefly. So these are my main putters, glow plastic. A little bit grippy, kind of a flat top and a little bit deeper profile. I really like these for everything inside about 50 feet. Another putter that I'm kind of known for throwing is the Dart. So I'll use these as a mid-range or a long putt. So I'll throw these from anywhere from 60 feet up to maybe 300 if I'm teeing off with them. I like to use them a lot as like my go-to straight shot kind of mid-range. So I have one in R Pro, that's my flippiest. And I have two more in the XT plastic. So some of my favorites. Moving down to the main compartment, mid-ranges, I have a KC Rock. I call this one Chandler because my buddy Chandler Fry is a big old Sasquatch guy. So when I need Chandler, I'll go with this one. And this has been a trusty, slightly overstable flyer for me. I have a Star Mako 3. Got this one in Finland because I felt like I didn't have the perfect disc at the Worlds last year and just found this one in a pro shop. And a little bit lighter weight, nice grippy plastic, nice and straight. I'll throw this with a fan grip generally if I'm looking for a little bit of flip up and turn. Nice straight shot with the backhand if there's a lot of woods around or some OB I need to stay away from with a little turning shot. I have the Soft Pro Toro, so really overstable but also really flexible. So this is kind of an interesting disc. You can throw this pretty hard backhand or forehand. I find that it goes very straight at high speed, but then it has a really heavy dump at the end where it can swing in and you can really predict where it's going to go. Also, hardly any skip at all with this blunt edge and very, very soft plastic. I have the Star Rat for forehand straight shots. So I'll use this one for not more than about 260, 270. I don't really throw it in a lot of heavy wind, but in the woods or a little approach, just need something that's not going to skip really hard. This is probably my favorite disc as a forehand mid-range. On to the main event, the Firebirds. We've got 5 right now. This one is a double stamp 2019 Sexton Firebird. I put this one in my bag because I didn't want to throw my 2015s in the water, and it's refused to go in the water. So it's become one of my favorites anyway, even though I hadn't really thrown the 2019 that much. But this specific one, I kind of put it in as like, I'm going to use this over water, scary situations, so I don't have to throw one that I really, really need. And now I kind of really, really need this one because it's answered the bell so many times. So a nice disc. This one is a 2023 Halo. The first year we came out with the Halo. It's my most overstable Firebird. Well, actually second most overstable at the moment. I use this more for backhands than I do for forehands. So into a headwind, if I'm looking for 350, power backhand, make sure that it's gonna swing. This is a good disc for that. The newest one, I think technically unreleased, 2025. This one I've only thrown for one day. Actually already hit chains with it though. Almost got an ace on my first day out. And it is nice and overstable. I probably only have about 5 throws into this one so far. But I'm looking forward to working with it a little bit more. Nice and overstable. And I like the purple. That's a color we haven't seen too much in the Sexton Firebird. So that one kind of drew my attention. And then 2 2015s. These are kind of my workhorses. I've got some aces on these and you know, I'll have at least 2 of these in my bag at any time. Beating in some new ones or using old ones. Nice and flippy for a Firebird. You know, not flippy I would say in general, but flip up, a little bit of straight ride. Can get, basically if I can throw one of these, I will. Like if there's any way on the course that I'm in a position where I could go to these, I'm probably going to them. That's kind of my bread and butter. Let's see, my bag is an interesting setup at the moment because next week I'm going to Ruidoso, New Mexico to play in the US Masters because I'm turning 40 years old tomorrow. And I'm told it's at 7,000 feet elevation. So my bag is set up a little flippier than it normally would be, just as an aside. Sidewinder, Star Sidewinder, rollers, turnovers, forehands sometimes as well if I need something to hit the tunnel and twist. Really useful disc. One of my favorites on the flippy side. Really love throwing the roller with these and have had some great memories going all out, throwing big rollers and getting a lot of distance. We've got a big germ Thunderbird. I'll use this only for backhand, 400, 425, flat, maybe just a little drift right, and nice finish. I really like these Thunderbirds. I also really like them for cut rollers. So my main roller disc is the Sidewinder and the Thunderbird. Those are the two I'll use the most, especially when we get on those ball golf, short grass type of courses. That's the disc I'm gonna lay down for the big roller distance. One Halo Excalibur. Generally I would have probably 2 Excaliburs, but like I said, I'm about to go somewhere that I think everything's gonna play really, really overstable. So I'm not even sure I'll need this up there. We'll see how overstable the discs are going, but Halo Excal, nice forehand only disc for me. I find them to be really trustworthy, kind of staying in their lane and then finishing to the right side, where a Destroyer is a little twistier. Maybe a Destroyer has more distance potential, but I find this to be closer to the Firebird in its trustiness. It's not necessarily more overstable, but it's less likely to kind of twist up and ride and kind of it's less likely to surprise me, I guess, where I really trust these Excals. I have, let's see, one more fairway. I have a Champion TL3. This is a backhand only disc for me. Nice kind of neutral flyer, really comfortable profile in my hand. Can hit this one hard, get 400 out of it if I need to, and just get a kind of a gentle turn and drift. And then it's Destroyers. I have tried to grab some pretty flippy ones. So this is like a very early run of Destroyer that's very flat. So this is hopefully gonna be a workhorse for me in New Mexico, nice and flippy, hoping that the forehand can still kind of stand up a little bit and gain some distance without bailing right away. This is one of my most thrown discs last year. Swirly, older Destroyer, probably my #1 forehand distance driver from last season. Was really finding a good groove with this thing in Europe. And it's starting to get a little flippy, but still got a lot of good life left. I've got this red 171 Ricky Wysocki era Destroyer, really high dome. This one is probably my maximum distance backhand disc at the moment. Don't really use it for forehands, but can get it up high. That dome helps with glide, so as you turn it, can really get a nice long ride out of it. This one I've only thrown once, Champion Halo, and it just looked cool. Feels good. It's pretty overstable from one test throw, so tried that the other day, but a brand new disc, and I find generally most brand new Destroyers are just kind of stable enough for me. Like they're gonna work hard throw, not a lot of flip, hard throw, and then fade. And you need at least one disc like that at all times. And then this one is the Bear. I got a bunch of these from my daughter where she draws on the top and signs her name. And yeah, this one she did a little while ago. I was throwing the Llama for a while, the Mouse for a while. I got a Hedgehog in reserve. And yeah, and this is Bear. So kind of a medium Destroyer. She drew me the Llama and I threw it in the water in Vegas. And I ended up fishing it out, but while I was looking, I felt like world's worst dad, like losing it. So then when I got home, I was like, I need you to draw 10 more of these because I can't be out here throwing these and worried I'm gonna lose them. So now I have a nice big collection of drawings from her that I can take with me on the road and not feel like a failure of a parent if I throw one in the middle of a lake. And I think that's pretty much it as far as discs for me. Have a bunch of spares with me as well, so things, are going to change all throughout the year. But generally, I'm a Destroyer, Excal, Firebird, Sidewinder type of guy. That's what I like to throw. All Innova, and yeah, again, the pound bag is my favorite and best on the market. USA made, and some cool new features this year for sure. I look forward to some videos coming out soon where we can highlight all of those.